Welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Data Engineer. So continuing with the last lecture for Python series. So where we left till list, we are continuing from the tuple in this video. Okay. So we have seen list string in the last video as a part of data structure. We will see the tuple. Okay, why we are using and what are the features, why it is different from the other data structure. So a tuple in Python is nothing but it's like immutable order collections of element. Okay. So the list was mutable and tuple is immutable. So what do you mean? Like tuples can hold element of different data type, but unlike list, you cannot modify the content of a tuple once it is getting created. So suppose there is a list called list A equals to ABC. Okay, in later state of time, if you wanted to change any index element, you can change it. But in case of tuple, you can't change it. Okay, so that's why it is called immutable. We will see how to create the tuple. Okay, so tuple can be created by placing element inside parenthesis, small parenthesis. Okay, so list was with the bigger parenthesis and tuple is with a smaller parenthesis, separating the with the comma. So suppose fruit is a tuple, apple, banana, cherry, number 1, 2, 3, mixed 1, apple 3. These all are the example of tuple we have. Okay, a tuple with a single element. So single element like 42 and all. Okay, so this is the single element. A tuple with single element require a trailing comma to distinguish from the regular parenthesis. Okay, so we have to give the comma also. If there is a single element, we have to give comma to separate it from the normal parenthesis. Okay, tuple with one item. Now coming to how to access the tuple element. So just like list, element of tuple are index starting from the 0 like positive index, and you can use negative index to access element from the int. Okay, so suppose fruit, apple, banana, cherry, we have a fruit tuple which have the three element apple, banana and cherry. So how will, so suppose I wanted to access first element, so we'll do fruit 0 like 0th index, first index, second index. Okay, so first element, second element, last element. If you wanted to access the last element, we will do fruit -1. So -1 always start from last element, so which we have already seen in case of list also. Okay, so similar to tuple, we have similar to list, we have tuple slicing also. Slicing is something where we have like complete element and based on the index, like sub index, we are fetching the element. So that is called slicing. Okay, so which we have three parameters: start, a stop, and a step. A step is something which, like how many elements you wanted to skip and how many element you don't want to skip. Okay, so for that we are using the step. So suppose I wanted to print number from 1 to 4. So first index to fourth index. So first index is 20, fourth index is 40. Okay, because fourth is 4 is included. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 4 only. Okay, so if there is no start index, you will start from 1. If there is no end index, you can end till last string. Okay, so that way you can do the slicing. Now coming to modifying the tuple. So tuple are immutable, meaning there cannot be changed after creations. Okay, so you can't modify, add or remove element directly from a tuple. Okay, fruit, apple, banana, cherry. So if you are doing fruit 1 equals to orange, which is already banana, it will give like type error, tuple object does not support item assignment. Okay, it will give the error. You can create different way by slicing. You can create a new tuple by concatenating or slicing and slicing. You can do that. So other way you can do, but directly you can't do that in case of tuple. Okay. Now tuple method. So we have a dot count method, like return the number of occurrence of element. Suppose in that tuple we wanted to count the number of occurrence of banana. So something like that, we will do dot count x, return the number of occurrence of x. Fruit dot count banana 1. Fruit dot index of cherry 2. So what is the index of cherry? We'll give 0, 1, 2. We'll give like 2. Okay. So we have taken a simple example: fruit, apple, banana, cherry, banana. So fruit dot count banana. So banana coming two times. That's why it is giving answer as a 2. What is the index of cherry? It's a fruit dot index cherry. So it is giving 0, 1, 2. to index. Okay. Now coming to tuple concatenation and repetition. So you can concatenate tuple using add operator and repeat them using multiply operator. So tuple is a 1, 2, 3 is a tuple and tuple 2 is a 4, 5, 6. If you wanted to add that, so you will do combine tuple also tuple 1 plus tuple 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. A repetitive tuple is tuple 1 multiplied by 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Okay. So how many times you wanted to create the same tuple, you can use the repetitive tuple method. Tuple 1 multiplied by 3, it will give the element 3 times. Okay. Now, what is tuple unpacking? Okay, so tuple unpacking allow you to assign the element of a tuple to multiple variable in a single statement. Okay, so like person is John 25 engineer. So name is occupation equals to person. If you are doing so, name is assigned as a John, 25 assigned as a age, engineer assigned as a occupation. Okay, so that way you can print. So that is called tuple unpacking. Okay. What is called nested tuple? So tuple inside tuple is called nested tuple. So you have created a tuple apple banana 10 23 true false. There are three tuple and we are enclosing into a single tuple that is called nested tuple. So how to access that? Nested tuple 0, 0 means it will come as a apple banana. If you are doing 1 2, so we will go by 0 index, first index, and first index we are accessing the second element. So 0 1 2 we are accessing the 30. Okay, so that way we will access that. Okay, so we have same like you can use alien functions to find out the length of a tuple. So if you'll do alien is a fruit means like 1 2 3 elements, so it will give us a 3. So the alien is a function. Tuple comparison how we'll do? So we'll do again it will do we will do by the lexicographical order comparison. Okay, so how we can see the summary of a tuple, how we are creating. So creating in a small bracket, accessing with the index, slicing with the index number, concatenation with the add, and repetition with the number multiplying with the same number. Okay. Now continuing with the okay, length, we are giving length t. Then we are giving method dot count dot index, unpacking ABC. Okay. So that way we can do that. Okay. Now coming to the set part. Okay. So set in a Python is a unordered collections of unique element. Okay, set are similar to list or tuple, but they do not allow the duplicate item. So why tuple is different? So set is different from tuple or list because it does not allow the duplicate item. Additionally, set are mutable like list, but they do not support indexing, slicing, or other sequence like behavior. Okay, so in set you can't use slicing, indexing and other. So that's why set is different. So we can use set by curly braces. So how to create the set, how to create the sets like fruit, apple, banana, cherry. If you are giving the and like we are giving the duplicate like cherry two times, it will not create. It will create the single cherry. Okay, creating a set using set construction. So number set, we are passing a index like list, so it will create a set. Okay. Here, a set of mixed data type like 1 apple, 3, 1, 4, and true. Okay, so that way. Okay, what is empty set? So an empty set of curly braces create a dictionary, not a set. Okay, so empty set how you will creating? If you are creating the set, this one is called empty set. It's not like that. Set without any number. If you'll do like that, it will create a dictionary. Okay. So how to access the element in a set? Like we have set like for fruits in fruits, print fruit. So each element getting printed. So you can iterate. You can use the loop for that. Okay. So modifying the sets. All the sets are mutable. You can't modify element directly since they are unordered. However, you can add, remove the element like fruit dot add orange, fruit dot print fruit and all. So you can do the dot remove dot discard dot pop something like that you can do that. Okay, so you will see this all this example in some ID how we are playing with that, but these are the simple thing. So how to clearing all the elements? So dot clear remove all element from the set. Okay, like apple, banana, cherry. So fruit dot clears, it will create all the element. Okay, so what are the methods we have seen? Dot add, dot remove, dot discard. So remove element from the dot pop, remove and return the arbitrary element. Remove all element from the sets. Return a shallow copy of the sets. And union, interaction, difference, is subset, is superset, is disjoint set. So disjoint set is something you check if the set and is have no common element. Okay. So two sets and no common element. So that's why you are using. So these are the set operations. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you are doing union means we'll take all the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no repetitions. Interactions means if there are matching, we can use 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Like 3 is matching, so we'll give as a 3. So some similar to that, we have this much operations we have. Okay. Now we will see uh, other topic, Python dictionary. Okay. So we can see so now we are moving to the different data set, different data structure called dictionary. Okay, so dictionary is nothing but, and dictionary in Python is a unordered mutable collections of key value pair. It is one of the most powerful and flexible data type in Python. Okay, so in real world also every time you will see the dictionary. Okay, so dictionary get data is getting stored as a key value pair. Okay, so dictionary is written as a curly braces. So we have said also that was also written inside the curly braces. So we have Python, so that also we can create by using the curly braces within key and value separated by comma. So how to create the dictionary? We'll see basic dictionary like person is a dictionary, so name is a key, value is lies, age is a key, value is 25, city is the key, value is the New York. Okay, so name, age, city. Okay, there are three things. How to create the empty dictionary? Empty dictionary goes to braces we are creating. Okay, using the dict constructor. So person like a dict, name, Elias, age 25, city New York. So this way, so this is the dict constructor. So there are three way to create dictionary. This is the empty way to create. This is the value we are creating and giving the value key value pair, and using the dict constructor also. So under dict constructor we are passing name key value pair. That way also we are creating the dictionary. So key must be unique and immutable like string, number, and tuple. Immutable means we can't change. Okay, value can be any data type and can repeat. Okay, so accessing the dictionary value. So suppose we have a dictionary called person name, alias age 25, city New York. So how to access that? So you can access the dictionary value using the square bracket or dot get method. Okay, so there are two way to access the dictionary. So first we will see print person. So person is a dictionary. If you are passing the name, it will give as a value alias or person dot get method. So under get method we are passing the age. Age is a 25. So under get method if you are passing anything, we are getting that. Using dot get method avoid key error. So if person dot get country, so if you're passing country, so it will give not found. Okay, why? Because country is not there. Okay, so there are two method to two way to get the dictionary value. One is the we are passing the key as a bigger bracket, or other is the dot get method. So under dot get method, we are passing the particular key. Okay, then changing and adding item. Suppose person age equal to 26 if I'm passing, age is 25 earlier. So we can add that value. Okay, adding new key value. So suppose person is email, email is a key, value is the alias at the rate example.com. So we are passing the value. Okay, so this way we can do that. Then if you are printing the person again, so name is alias, age is 26, already getting changed. So we have already changed. After changing, we are printing the value. So okay, so this way we can do that. So how to remove the element? So remove like delete dictionary key. So this will delete. If we'll do the dot pop key, remove the item, return its value. Okay. If dot pop item, so last insert getting deleted. Dot clear, remove all the item from the dictionary. So that way we can do that. Okay. If delete person email, so remove by key. So person email is getting removed. Okay. So this way we can do that. So we have dot get method, dot keys return all keys. If we'll print like persons dot keys, so whatever the key we have in a persons like name, age, CT, email, see these all are getting printed in case of keys. Values are written always. So what are the values are there? It is getting printed. If we'll do dot items, so it will print like return all key values pair. Okay. Dot copy return a shallow copy. Okay, so now we will see by the example we have person's name alias age equals 25. If I'll do persons dot keys, it will give us a name and age. So name and age are the key here. If we are doing persons dot value, so alias and 25 will come. If we'll do persons dot items, so what it will give name alias age 25. So it will give both key value pair. Okay, so these are the functions to accessing the dictionary. Merge another dictionary. So person dot update, if you're doing is 26 city London, it will give like it will merge to that. Okay. How to loop through a dictionary. So suppose we have a dictionary called persons. We have name, age, city as a key, alias 25, New York as a value. So for key in person, print key and persons of key. So we are printing key and their value. Or we can do that for key value in persons dot items, print key value. So these are the two method to printing the key value. Okay. So dot items method we can print the key value both. Okay. So now coming to what is dictionary comprehension. So dictionary comprehension is nothing but list comprehension. It's a like precise way to create a dictionary using compact syntax, similar to list comprehension. Suppose I am doing that x and x square. Like x is the key. So suppose I am getting any number like 1, I'll do that multiply with the 2 times. Suppose I'm getting 2, so 2 to the 4. So if I'm getting any number as a key, I'll multiply with the same number again. There is a value for x in integer. So 1 1 2 4 3 9 4 16 5 25 as a coming as a this one dictionary comprehension. Okay. What is nested dictionary? So dictionary can contain other dictionary like 101, this one 102. So there is a key and value is a dictionary. These are the key, these are the value is a dictionary, and then again these are enclosed in a so this is already a dictionary, and this is already a two dictionary, and we are enclosing under a different dictionary with the key value. So this is called dictionary nested dictionaries. Okay. Now we can how can find the dictionary of length. So length of person. So person is coming to why? Because there are two dictionaries, so that's why it is giving as a name and age is the two. So that's why it's giving as a two elements. So it is giving as a length of dictionary as a two. Okay. So how many elements are there? How many keys are there? It will give the same like that. Checking existence in key. So suppose there is a dictionary called persons, name alias is 25. So if I'm printing name in persons equals to true, email in person equals to false. So email is not there, that's why it's getting false. So name in person, it is there, name is there, that's why it is getting true. So for existing, for membership, we are using that in operator. Okay. So now we have seen how to create the dictionary, accessing values, add or update, remove item, all getting all keys, value, key value pair with the help of dot items, how to looping, how to accessing this all, we will see. We have already seen. Okay. So now we are done with the dictionary. Now we will see the conditional statement. So Python if else statement. Okay. So these are the conditional at statement that control the flow of execution based on the conditions are true or false. So suppose basic if statements x equals to 10, if x greater than equals to 5. So if x is 10, so 10 is greater than 5, yes, it is true. So what it will print x is greater than 5. So it will print x is greater than 5. Now, so here only there is a if condition. So x equals to 5 if there is no else condition. So how we can see else conditions? X equals to 3 if x greater than 5, print this one. So if x is greater than 5, so 3 is greater than 5. No, 3 is not greater than 5. So what it will print? It will print like a x is less than equal to 5. So the structure should be if and else in come in the same way. After else if whatever there is a print statement, there should be an indentation. Okay, indentation means there is a four space, and after that we'll write the print statement. So if any condition, if this condition is getting true, then this is getting printed. If else it is getting true, then this is getting printed. Okay. What if both the statements are not getting true? So for that we have the if else. Okay, so x is equals to 7. If x greater than 10, print greater than 10. Else x equals to 7, print equal to 7. So if both are not getting true, we have else. Okay, if else if not both are not getting true, we have else statement. Print less than equal to 10 and not 7. Okay, and not 7. So if else if all three come in the same line, after that each statement we can put as a column. Okay, and after column for the next line we'll leave four space for indentation and then we can print. Okay, now we have the comparison of logical operator equals to, not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. So in any conditional statement like x equals to, greater than equals to, we will give the logical operator. Okay, now coming to the Python loop. So we have seen if else statement. What is loop? So loop are used to repeat a block of code multiple time. Okay. So suppose what is while loop? So while loop repeats as long as the condition is getting true. So if the condition is getting true, if while loop getting executed. So how we will see with the example I equals to 1. So suppose we have I is variable assigned 1 while I is less than equals to 5. So 1 is less than equals to 5. Yeah, 1 is less than 5. It is getting true, so it will print 1. Okay, then what it will do, it will increase the I by 1, it will increase the 2. Again it will go and check 2 is less than 5. Yes, it will print 2. Again it will increase by 1. Again it will come and check 3 is less than 5. Yes, it will come and check. So until or unless loop is getting this condition is getting true, it will come and it will print. Okay, so now till after 5 it will come as a 6 is less than 5 equals to 5. No, so if it is no, then it will return error. It will come in from the while block and it will not print anything. Okay, while loop with else statement. So if condition is getting true, it will print here. If it is not, it will come and it will print like a loop finished. Okay, so here it will print like 1, 2, 3, and then it will come like loop finished. Okay, so this way loop, this while loop work. So how for loop works? So for loop is the loop is used for iterating over a sequence like list, string, tuple, and all. So suppose we have a list called fruits, apple, banana, cherry, and you wanted to print all the elements. So how will print for fruits? In fruit is a variable. In fruits is the list. Okay, fruits is the list. Fruits the variable. So for fruits in fruits, for each fruits we are printing the fruit. So first it will go, it will check apple, then banana, then cherry, and it will print that. Okay, so looping the statement for later in Python print later. So if you are doing that, it will print like Python range function. So range function is basically used for I in range 5. Like it will print from 0 to 4. If we have given the start index, it will print from the start index. If we are giving a start index and stay function, it will print the number from 2, then it will skip 3, it will print 4, then 8, 4, then 6, then it's something like that. Okay. So in loop, you can pass the break, continue, and pass the statement also. So why we are using the break? So exist the current loop entirely. So if you wanted to exit the loop, we are using the break statement. Why we are using the continue? So skip the rest of the current loop iteration and continue. Why the pass? Pass we are using does nothing, use as a placeholder. Okay. So first we will see the break statement. So for I in range 1 to 6. So normally what it will do, it will start from 1, it will print till 6. We are checking if I equals to 4. So if condition is getting met, if I become 4 and 4 equals to 4, it will print it will fail. Okay, so basically it will print if I in range 1 to 4, 6. So first it will check I have 1. So 1 is equals to 4. No. If it is not 4, it will print 1. Then again it will come and check 2 is equal to 4. No. It will come, it will print 3 equals to 4. No. It will come, it will print I. 4 equals to 4. Yes. So break. So break what it will do? Exit the current loop entirely. So if there is a break statement and condition is getting met, so here 4 equals to 4, condition is getting met. So condition is getting met, then it will break from the loop. Okay, it will break from the loop. So that's why it is printing 1, 2, 3. Same with the continuous statement. So what continue do? So if I equals to 3, continue will happen. So continue what it will do? It will print, it will skip the that conditions like 3 equals to 3, so it will continue, it will not print anything. Apart from that, it will print all the number from 1 to 6. So if they continue, wherever there is a continue and a statement is getting made, so that only number is not getting printed. Apart from that, it is printing all the number 1 2 1 2 4 5. So 3 is why not getting printed, because 3 is meeting the conditions and we are writing the continuous statement. If you are writing the break statement, it will print only 1, 2, and it will come from the loop. So that is the difference between continue and break statement. Okay. What is the pass? So pass is for I in range 1 to 6, if I equals to 3, pass does nothing. So it will print the number from, it will do nothing. It will just pass the element, okay? And it will just print the element and pass the element. Okay. So that way. So conditions like if x greater than 0, if else if, while, for, range, break, pass statements do nothing. Okay. Now we will see Python in functions. So a function is a block of reusable code that perform a specific task. Okay, so Python is nothing but we are writing a pure statement of code which can be used to calculate multiple things. Okay, so that's why we are using the same thing. We don't have to write the code again and again to do that work. So that's why that is called function. So function is a block of reusable code that perform a specific task. Okay, so if we wanted to add two numbers, so every time we don't need to write a function or write a code. We can write a functions to add two number, take the two number as a input and add it and return it. So every time if two new number will also come, it will do the same operations. Okay, so that is called Python. So how to define a Python function? So we are using the def keyword, and suppose we are defining the greet as a function. So def greet, and we are closing with a parenthesis and column, and then we are printing the hello world. So how we are calling the functions? So suppose for calling the function, we are calling is a method name. Okay. So suppose I'm creating sum function. So what I'll do, def sum, we are passing like this one. Okay. And if I wanted to call something, so how I'll call it? We can call simply like sum. Okay. So sum, if I'll call, it will getting called. Okay. So this way we can do. This is function definitions. This is function call. Okay. So we are calling the function. Function with parameters. So we can give like diff grid. We can pass the name also. So in here diff also we can pass the input like a comma b. So it will take two number as a input and will return the sum as a. It will return the sum also. Okay. So something like if I'll do diff sum equal a comma b and return a plus b, something a plus b, something like that we can do that. Okay. Okay, so this way we can do that. So so that is called parameterized function. It is taking as a parameter a and b. So similar to the function with parameter, it is taking as a name as a parameter. Function with return value. So diff a add a plus b and returning a b. Okay, so that is called return value. So we are returning a as b. If you are calling the function with a parameter like add 5 0, so it will do 5 plus 3 equals to 8. It is returning the 8. So default parameter, you can assign default value to the parameter like diff name equals to guest. So guest would be always as the parameter. So every time it will print like hello, name would be guest, hello guest, something like that. Okay. So this is called default parameter. So every time the name should be same. Keyword argument, you can pass the argument by name regardless of the order. It's like introduce name and age. So my name is name, so whatever the name you will pass, you will come it will come as a here, and age it will come as a here. Okay, so suppose I'm calling the function age equals to 30, name is John, so my name is John, I am 13 years old. Okay, 30 years old, so come like that. So this is called keyword argument. So you are passing the keyword. Okay, then variable number of arguments. So variable number of arguments like for variable positional argument. So diff add all, the number we are passing total equals to sum of number return total. So we are calling the number add all 1 2 3 4. So if you are calling this number, it will go. We are passing passing the variable number of argument, like sometimes we are passing 4, sometimes 6. So it will do the sum like 4, 3, 7 to 9, 110. It will print the 1. This is called variable number of argument. It is like dot args. Okay. So dot and argument is the single number. So dot numbers we are passing. What is called keyword argument? So for variable keyword argument, we are passing like key value pair. So for display info underscore star star k arguments, key value pair we are passing like name equals to alias, age equals to 30. So we are passing like key equals to name, alias, and age equals to 30. So this is called keyword arguments. So that is, so most of the time interviewer asks what is difference between dot args and dot key args. So dot args is the variable number of positional argument, and dot key args is the variable number of keyword argument. Okay, so this is the keyword argument, this is the normal argument. Okay, it will come like that. Scope of variable. So local variable defined inside a function, global variable defined outside the function. Okay, so suppose df sort x equals to 5 is a local, print inside x, so print outside x. Okay, x is the 10, here it is defined outside the function block, so this is called a global variable. Okay. Okay, so now we will see what is lambda function. Okay, so lambda function is a anonymous function. So lambda function is a short anonymous function defined using the lambda keyword. So lambda argument and expression. So suppose I wanted to define a function which will after giving the number it will print a square of a number. So how we will do? A square equals to lambda x such that x into x. So if you are passing the square 5, it will give 5 as a 5 into 5 equals 25. So we will define the lambda like lambda, and we are passing the argument. Okay, so this way we can define the lambda function. Okay, what is a higher order function? So function that takes the other function as a argument or return function. Suppose I am defining here shout and whisper and speak. So every function we are passing a function as a argument. That's why it is called the higher order function. So this hands-on practice we will see later. What is the recursive function? Recursive function is a function that is calling itself. It's called recursive function. The factorial of a number, if n number equals to 0, return 1, or n's factorial n minus 1. It is calling the number itself. The function itself is calling. That's why it's called recursive functions. Okay. So now coming to the last topic, what is exception handling? So what is called exceptions? So exceptions are error that occur during the execution of a program. Okay. So when error occurs, Python stop the program and raise an exception message unless it is handled. So what are the, so exceptions are nothing but it's like error. It is calling, it is creating at the time of run of a program, that is called runtime. Okay. So exceptions are error that occurs during the execution of a program. Error occurs, Python stop the program and raise an exceptional message unless it is handled. So what is the common exceptions like 0 divide by 0, incompatible error, value error, wrong value we are passing, index error, key error, file not found error. So how to solve that? You can use the basic try except. So if suppose try block, we are starting the try block. If x10 equals to 0, we are using like except 0 divided by 0 cannot divide by 0. So we'll print something like that and we can handle the exception. So this is with the basic try block. Okay, and in except block we are raising the exceptions. So we are writing the conditions where there is a chance that it will create the exceptions, and we are accepting as a except block. Okay, we are printing that. Okay, now we have catch method. So we are writing the try block like num equals to this one accepts value as a, then accept equal to divide by 0, and then we are printing. Okay, you cannot catch multiple exceptions together. So if you wanted to accept the multiple together exceptions, we can't accept that. Okay, so we can't catch the multiple exceptions together. So we have to write like accept value error, accept 0 divided by 0. Okay, so there are two things we are doing. So suppose try is a number equals to ABC, it's a value error, type error. This is in print invalid input. Okay, so this way you can't do that. Okay, using the else and try. So we are writing the try block, except divide by 0, print, else no errors occur. So if this condition is not getting true, we are printing the else statement. Okay. and using the finally key block always executes no matter what. So suppose I'm writing like try file open except file not found errors. If there is no file found, we will give like file not found error exceptions, and we are printing the file not found. If and if there is a finally, then it will print always. This block will always print irrespective of the fact what is happening. Okay. So these things we will see. So try block is basically wrap the code that may cause an exception. So suppose 10 by 0 by 10, this code is creating exception. It will print as a try block. Except like catch and handle the exceptions. Else block execute code if no exceptions occur. Finally execute code whether or not an exceptions occur, and raise manually raise an exceptions. Okay. So these are the five keywords. So we will see with the simple example in the upcoming video. Okay. How we are raising the exceptions and all. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching.